1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. As always, the phone number for you to have some dialogue with this here radio program, 800-771-1025 at JP on your radio, on Twitter and on Instagram. If you want to get involved that way, you can do that too. Good morning, Monica. Good morning, Dizzy. How's everybody doing this morning, this fine morning?
Good. You look good on camera. I like the new angle, you know?
Is there a new angle? I didn't even know this was good. I tried to change it yesterday. I did try to change things up yesterday just for the way the studio lays out for me, but that didn't work out.
It used to be just your neck up, really, and we could see whatever was in your nose.
Yeah, no, that's the fact. That is true.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I changed the camera.
It was all JP's nose all day.
Yeah. Speaking of nose, did you punch the coach in the face?
Speaking of nose, what about Joe the Toe?
Yesterday with the senior day. So here's how that went. For those of you who don't know, my son has gotten the short end of the stick with his soccer coach his varsity year, senior year, and got benched early on for reasons that had nothing to do with him. At least that's what the coach had said, and other people had said, and it was just an ugly, ugly thing for my son. And as a parent, you know, you get your, in my case, you get my guinea up, and you just, I can say it. Anyway, don't worry about it. So yesterday was senior day, and he was getting the start yesterday. But it's a whole thing where you got to go on the field as the parents beforehand, and my wife was feeling not good about herself. All these moms made signs with baby pictures of their kids. One woman had a sign that was all like lit up and everything else. We made nothing.
You didn't sit in your living room with a glue stick and a poster board and baby pictures. And
my wife was like, I can't believe I didn't make anything. I'm like, do you think Joseph would be happy if you're walking around with a sign with his baby picture on it?
But you could have made something, maybe not a baby picture.
We didn't even know it was a thing. Like,
it is a thing.
We just had the senior night for football. That wasn't a thing. There wasn't nobody walking around with baby pictures. No, what are they called? The big heads on sticks? What is
fat
that?
Heads.
Yeah, fat heads. There was none of that. There was last night.
You can make and that's right up your alley where you just throw money at the problem. You wouldn't have to. You'd minimal, just a picture of him.
Didn't even know it was a thing.
How do you not know? What about your daughter? She had senior nights.
No, she didn't, because by that time she wasn't playing sports.
Oh my God!
Because she broke her ankle.
You have
twice.
Social media. Your friends have.
Monica, what do you want me to tell you? Don't get me fighting now.
No,
it's
I'm
like
not. It
know.
blows my mind that you. I don't. It blows my mind that you didn't have any idea.
It blows your mind that two people who work full-time jobs didn't have a finger on the pulse of that fact that some moms were going to sit there and put lights on a piece of oak tag and hold up pictures of their baby, whatever.
I'll say this: if anyone's to blame, it's your wife.
That's what I'm saying.
Because she's a teacher. She would know better than he would.
That's what I'm saying. How did you have no idea?
Well, I didn't say my man JP. I'm just saying. Anyways.
But she would tell him. I don't know. To me, it's just weird. But that's cool.
Why did I bring it up?
I just expected that. It's not even you had to say that. In my head, when you say senior night, I think of that.
No, my parents didn't get me nothing for that.
Well, back in the day,
kind of like he said.
And I didn't have one.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't have a senior night. We just went and played ball. We were supposed to go play. So we go out and they do, and the microphone, like the one for football was like this whole big thing. We came out of the tunnel with the boys, and then you went, you walked in front, you shook the coach. Anyway, nothing worked here. There was no microphone. There was no nothing. So he just spoke the coach. Before it happened, though, I was like giving homeboy like serious side eye. He caught me, I caught him, and there was like serious side eye going on to the point where he was talking to the athletic director. And then as I'm staring at him, he says something to the athletic director, and now they're both looking at me. And I'm like, bring it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want, bring it. I'd be more than happy to do this. And we go. And they just, they introduced the names, and he said something really, really nice about my son, even though I don't think he meant it. And we walk out, but we don't have to shake hands. There was not that. It wasn't that kind of setup. And I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. And so we go, and then you pose for pictures and things like that. And we were waiting around. And before the game started, 3 different people from within the organization, an assistant coach, a trainer, and his JV coach all came up to me and asked, how's he doing? And I said, and then they said he didn't deserve. They all said virtually the same thing, that he didn't deserve what he got this year. You know what I'm saying? And that made me feel good. It made me feel better because at least I knew there were other eyes that saw the same thing that we saw. And it made my son feel like, okay, at least he was justified to be like, what the hell is going on here? And then the game went and he pitched a shutout. He made great saves. He did his job. His trainer, my buddy Chris, was there. He came there. My son lit up when he saw him because it was a big deal for him to go out there and prove his point. And the way he played yesterday, he went out there and proved his point. So
yeah. I like the coaches came up and talked to you because it kind of feels like he's vindicated in a way,
Of course.
Because he felt like he was to blame, and then those guys being, look, this person, BS. I've been there.
The assistant came right up to me. He goes, dude, he's like, I'm sorry that your son went through this. He goes, I don't understand it. He goes, I don't know why. He's never talked. He goes, he's never talked to me about it. This is the assistant coach saying. I go, he never talked to Joe about it. He goes, I know. So I'm like, is it personal? He goes, I don't think it's personal. He never even explained the change to me. And he's like, and I'm the assistant, so I didn't, and it was he was the first year as an assistant. And it turned out when I met him face to face, I coached against this guy a dozen times.
Oh, wow. You beat him, right?
We knew each other back and forth. Yeah. That team went back and forth. He's a good coach. The assistant coach is a good coach. But in the end, they got the win. He got the win. What was the best part of the whole thing? Way better than not holding up a sign for him was after they got the win, they won 1-0. They missed so many. It could have been 4 or 5-0, but they just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net if they saved their lives.
Joe the Hands or Joe the Bod?
Joe the Hands, Joe the Bods. He made great saves. And more importantly to me, great decisions. Like when he did get the ball, his decision making was on point. But when the whistle blew, the entire team sprinted to Joe.
Nice.
The kids that were playing at the time,
the coach doesn't even matter.
The kids that were on the bench,
the coach.
All sprinted to hug Joe and congratulate Joe. They all went right to him.
Yeah, screw the coach.
Which I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, so his teammates get it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like the only guy who didn't get it was the guy who had the power to ruin his year.
Well, he didn't ruin it. He's having a great football career. I think everything happens for a reason.
Monica, I'm telling you, I live with the child. I saw my son destroyed.
I mean, but also...
It ruined his season.
Okay, and I'm not saying it didn't ruin.
It ruined his season.
But look what it brought. It brought him Joe the Toe and
Joe the Toe was football, though.
Right, Joe the Toe was football, and Joe the Toe was happening regardless of any of this.
All right, then screw it all. It sucks. Life's horrible. And what the hell?
No, but he's right because it does suck. Because when I went to high school here with
hold on, don't because it's you don't know. I'm trying to explain it to you. What had happened was he had put all his effort. He trained during the summer. We had his trainer, who, like I said, is a good friend of mine. He went through it. He was working towards it. This meant way more to him than anything, and it got taken away from some scumbag who still can't explain why he did it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I saw my son crying about it. I saw this kid just have everything he worked for pulled out from under him. Watched it. Couldn't do anything about it. That sucks.
Yeah. Because, like you said, he ruined his senior year as a player. That has to suck, man.
Right.
My coach here in Tampa was the same way, the high school coach. He was a POS. And he ruined my career. I don't remember the games we did well and the fun I had with the guys. I remember that coach ruined my high school years playing the sport. Almost made me hate it. And then when I went to Canada, I didn't get to play half the season because of the scholarship stuff and blah, blah, blah. I remember all that. I don't go, oh, man, we did win a cup and do this. I go, I didn't get to enjoy my senior year and sports years, soccer, because of high school. Like the coach... So
the only thing I can compare it, Monica, is...
You don't have to compare it to me. Did something happen with you similar to this during your senior year as well?
Me?
Yeah, didn't you have a coach that you just mentioned yesterday about him, the letter of
recommendation,
but also didn't something on the team?
But I was a captain. I played.
I remember you saying something like you didn't care anymore because you already got accepted to college, so...
Well, I didn't... He wrote that letter... My varsity coach senior year wrote a letter that he was supposed to give to me, and he sent it right to the coach at Quinnipiac.
And when I got there,
And when I got there, Quinnipiac said, I guess you didn't get along with your coach. I said, no. And then he said, he wrote a letter. He said it wasn't very complimentary. He said, but we've seen you play enough. We want to offer you a full ride. I said, can I have the letter? And I read the letter, and I brought it back to school on Monday. I walked into his office while he was teaching. I slammed it on his desk and said, F you, full ride, and walked out. It never, it didn't affect me because, I still played every game.
We're gonna need to reset. You're completely
you sound like
a robot.
robot.
The entire time you were talking, you are talking like this. So I mean, you weren't, but the machine, whatever's happening. So we might need to
still.
Yeah,
Yes.
and your video is all choppy and stuff now.
The video's choppy. I'm seeing that. All right. So you want to break
Yes,
that
I
and
want
we'll
to.
come back?
Mr. Roboto.
First
Domo
go
arigato.
intergalactic, planetary.
That's how you sound. That's
Planetary,
exactly.
intergalactic.
That's perfect.
Another dimension. Another dimension.
That's perfect.
Another dimension. All right. All right.
It really is perfect.
Did it start out like that?
No. It started during
near the
your
end.
story, and then sometimes it happens and it goes away, but this time it's still going on. So
All right.
Gotta
We'll
reset.
try it again. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning.
Crossing the finish line, nothing like it. But for the accident attorneys at Farah & Farah, one thrill beats them all.
It's the thrill of the win, lining up all the facts so the truth is clear. Yeah, we're built for that.
Farah & Farah, Tampa.
Waterman Properties, Tampa Bay's trusted general contractors for over 20 years, want to work for you. From demolition and project management to full renovations and custom home builds, Waterman can handle any project from start to finish. These guys don't just build homes and outdoor spaces, they build relationships with honesty and pride in every project. Waterman is all about quality, no shortcuts, no cutting corners, just solid craftsmanship you can count on. Get a free estimate for any project. Go to watermanproperties.net or call 813-715-7383. watermanproperties.net. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
At the Original Mattress Factory, we make mattress shopping easy. We offer our lowest and best price to everyone, every day, so you can shop when you're ready. We show you exactly what's inside of our mattresses so you can see and feel the quality for yourself to ensure you're getting the best value. And we offer a no-pressure shopping experience. Our team is here to help you find the best mattress for you. It's that easy. Visit an OMF location today to see the Original Mattress Factory difference for yourself.
Let me tell you one of the reasons I think we became the largest injury firm in the world, and it's not even close. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. My wife and I had a plan early on. In our firm, our lawyers only work on certain types of cases. Our products liability and dangerous drug lawyers only work on those cases. Same for car crashes, workers' compensation, medical malpractice, and insurance disputes. Our thinking is for these lawyers to focus on one area of the law and live it and breathe it. Power comes from knowledge. Many lawyers do everything, jack of all trades. Not us. And we don't charge an hourly rate. You only pay us if we win. If you want to hire us, it's easy. Dial Pound Law on your cell phone, pound 529, or visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer from the comfort of your own home. Let us get to work for you. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's JP for Prize Picks. Listen, you and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this sports season on Prize Picks. Whether you're a football fan, basketball fan, a fan of both, it doesn't matter. It always feels good to be right. And playing daily fantasy sports on Prize Picks is as easy as it gets. All you have to do is know more or less. Like last night, the new kid, the rookie, Cooper Flagg. All you have to do is pick more or less 15.5 points, and you are a winner. You don't have to know anything about his history or all sorts of stats, just more or less. Join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 fantasy sports app today, and that app is Prize Picks. Just download the Prize Picks app today. Use code JPJP to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code JPJP to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, man, it's good to be right.
Transform your backyard with a black aluminum fence from Fence Outlet. For only $125 a month, that's less than $5 a day. Fence Outlet will install a 120-foot aluminum fence that turns any yard into your own oasis. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252. Tampa Bay, are you ready? Don't miss the epic Halloween party at Safety Harbor Resort and Spa. Costume contest, appetizers, welcome cocktail, live music with 80s throwback band, the VCRs, and more. Friday, October 31st from 7 to 11 p.m. $39.99 plus tax and gratuity. Buy your tickets now before it sells out. Go to safetyharborresort.com to purchase your Halloween party tickets today.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8 year old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
All right, we're back. Hopefully with less digital interruption. Nothing was changed. I changed the board around and came back, so let's hope it sticks this time.
Maybe if you pour water all over it.
All over the board?
Yeah.
Do you remember that time I threw the white out?
Yeah.
When I find out my father was in the hospital again or something like that, and I took the white out and I just threw it down. And
yeah.
I mean, it was in every nook and cranny. I'm still looking at some of it.
Really? Didn't Brett get the worst of that too? I felt bad for him.
Brett got the worst of it. I had to buy Brett new clothes. I was in here with, I was in the studio for days.
How big was the whiteout bottle? I mean, how bad could it be?
Monica, it was like a tiny little normal sized whiteout bottle. And I just hit it. And when I threw it down, it hit like in the right spot. And
Did
just
it break
went,
or the lid was loose?
No, it busted.
Oh,
It exploded.
You threw it.
This exploded.
Wow.
I'm talking about it was on computer monitors 10 feet away. It was on the wall where the banner is. It was all over the floor. And I'm on my hands and knees with nail polish remover and just scrubbing. And I'm talking about for days.
That's crazy.
I had an engineer who wanted me dead because it was on the board.
Oh, no.
Dude, homeboy lost his mind on me. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
But obviously it was an accident. Well, it was an accident.
Who would you rather have yelling at you after the great whiteout incident of 20 whatever? That engineer or Dylan?
My engineer.
I don't know. Honestly, I feel like Dylan would do. I think he wouldn't say a word, and that would just be worse. I feel like he would just look at you.
That doesn't bother me.
I didn't grow up. Stare.
Yeah. I didn't grow up with that kind of dad. I grew up with the dad that faces his head on. It didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Nicole grew up with the dad with the silent treatment. She'd be like, just hit me already. Just yell at me already. I'm like, you're going to shut up and leave me alone? Okay, cool. That doesn't bother me. And I ain't afraid of that one. And he came in here. He lost his mind a little bit, as much as he does. But, look, there's still, like, on the screen that's got, the wide orbit screen that's in front of the back of it. Still, I can from the front side, I can see the stuff on the back side. That's still there.
Wow.
Whatever, man. It is what it is.
Then let's blame the whiteout. I blame the whiteout for your robot.
For what? For the electronic?
Yeah.
that never happened before. All of a sudden, it just jumped back in. So the whiteout jumped off the back of the screen and then into the board, and that's why we're having problems.
It hates you.
Get in line. Get in line.
Yeah.
You guys want to hear about? Well, thank you. So we wrapped up the stuff with my son, right? Everything's cool. Won, got the W, move on. Now they're in the playoffs. They made the playoffs by one game. They're gonna get smoked.
Wow.
Well, because they faced the first seed in playoffs.
They played the first. They played the first seed. And the first seed kicked their ass 5-0.
Ooh.
That's the thing with we're talking about because USF is doing so well, and I get playoffs are way in the future, but they're bowl eligible. They were bowl eligible before homecoming. That hasn't happened, and they're projected looking really good to possibly win the conference, and that's never happened before. So it's all very exciting. And then if they're part of the five, if they're the team of the five that make the playoffs, then they would be facing Georgia as it stands now, and it's like, oh, do you want to make? I want to make the playoffs, but do you want to make the playoffs and play Georgia?
I'm surprised that they don't have. First off, I know the playoffs never existed before, and it was always like there's a whole bunch of bowl games. So if they don't make the playoffs, they'll still have a bowl game.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, they're definitely a bowl game.
There'll be a bowl game, but they won't walk into a buzzsaw.
I mean, but then maybe would they? I don't. But I mean, it would be just a school first. You know what I mean? It would be amazing. It would be an accomplishment for Golish, for Coach Golish. It would be those players and all of that, and for the school in general. But man, I would be afraid to play Georgia.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. If I bet against.
No. Can
I bet against them in that case? Because Papa needs a new pair of shoes and stuff.
Well, then you know what? Then even more so, Bulls win, and then what? Papa loses a pair of shoes.
I know. You think they could beat Georgia?
I mean, listen. It's a fresh new slate. It's a new Byron Brown. Listen, Byron Brown, the quarterback of the USF Bulls, is amazing. The words Josh and Allen have been thrown around. He has what it takes. Obviously it takes a whole team, but with Byron on the field, you just never know.
Okay.
Let's go Bulls.
Is this optimistic Monica or realistic Monica? Which one am I thinking? Which one am I talking to right now? Does realistic Monica exist, or is realistic Monica always pushed down by optimistic Monica?
Good question.
Realistic Monica exists for every team but the team she likes.
Okay. So if this was, I don't know.
I will be realistic.
If this was UCF and they were going up against the Bulldogs, you'd be like, they're going to get their asses. I'm trying to figure it out here.
Yeah, I can't talk about them without the middle finger going up instantly.
Like, depending on, from moment to moment, there's different versions of you sometimes. Like, optimistic,
I will always
realistic.
hate UCF. And I will always be extremely mean and harsh. And honestly, it might be even unrealistic.
So I picked the wrong team.
Yeah.
Who's the team that you sort of like? Iowa. I can't say that because you love them too.
I do.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Good luck. No,
Yeah.
but actually, Ian, after the after show was done, Ian asked about my thoughts about Sunday because the Bills take on the Panthers and they're in North Carolina. Excuse me. And he asked, was I hopeful or whatever? And honestly, I was partially realistic with him. Like I was admitting some negativity, but
it should be a blowout.
I hope so. You're right.
It should be a blowout.
I want to help the Buccaneers too. So let's just beat them. Let's go Buffalo.
Yeah.
I'm sweaty now.
In different sports news, did you guys see the this NBA stuff that's going on?
I did. There was a conference at 10 that I didn't see.
I didn't see
updates.
the FBI press conference.
Yeah, there's updates.
That
right?
happened at 10 o'clock. I didn't see it either. I just saw that the Portland Trailblazers coach got caught up in something, but something different from Terry Rozier. So Chauncey Billups, the head coach of the Portland Trailblazers, he's caught up in a poker probe.
Yeah.
But this, I think it was Terry. Is it Rozier? Rozier? Whichever one.
Yeah.
There's another former NBA guard, Coach Damon Jones. They're among 34 people who were arrested in a widespread FBI investigation. The investigation, which was tied to a probe into members of La Cosa Nostra, which is the mafia. Which
Did you have a pop-up accent right now?
La Cosa Nostra?
I don't know if you did.
No,
I feel
not
like,
really.
Okay.
That was like, somehow I Spanishized the mafia. I don't know how I did that. I certainly didn't mean to. Yeah, right. I guess I was still paying tribute to Latino American Month, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So the story is that Rosier shaved points. Is that they're claiming?
God.
They're claiming that he's caught in a situation where there was an over-under on points scored and assists and everything, and then he came out 10 minutes and then there was a not normal amount of betting placed on that under, that he wasn't going to perform, that he wasn't going to reach, because it was under over points scored and I think assists.
I have the major takeaways from the news conference if you want them. Bullet.
And I will in a second. And then they're saying after 10 minutes in the game, he pulled himself out. So all those people ended up winning. So that immediately set off.
Just boil your blood? Like, there are fans of the game who care about the team in the game.
Right. A total of 31 people across the country are charged with running rigged games, which took place in Manhattan, the Hamptons, and the Vegas. And normally, when players get themselves caught up in something like this, they owe money. So that's what the mafia does. So they'll let you. And Monica, I think we talked about this before. Michael Francis, who is another ex-mafia guy who does a podcast, he would explain what would happen when players got themselves into trouble. And that's what would happen. They would have to shave points. They would say, okay, you owe us this amount of money. Here's what you're going to do. And they know that if they don't do it,
they die. Chances
are they're going to end up, in a ditch somewhere.
Oh, my God.
Why
would... And I fully understand and acknowledge that I am so far removed from any kind of lifestyle, and that's why my brain doesn't understand. But what I want to know is, why would anybody, especially a professional athlete, the talents that you have and where you made it, and in any sport, in the professional level is insane. Why would you get involved in that lifestyle at all? Knowing your career is screwed, knowing everything you've worked so hard for and all your talents are just gone.
I think they don't think they're going to get caught, most of the people that do it. So it's just ignorance. It's like, all right, I could go play this low-level team that we're definitely going to beat. I'm slated to make 20 points. I just make 19 and bet the under and have someone, a cousin of mine, bet $200,000 in cash I give him, and now we're both laughing. Like, they're ignorant when that comes to
And then you need them all to keep their mouths shut.
That's the problem. You can't guarantee that. And then they're going to be like, hey, I'm going to tell unless you make me more money. And then again, that's my whole point. Don't even get started in there. And that's not even as bad as the mafia, but that's just going to progress to the mafia, and your life is on the line. That's the only way that can end up going. It's never going to just be like, oh, that's it. Oh,
well, you got to realize, too, the amount of players that get caught is probably minuscule to the amount of players that are doing it.
Yes, agreed.
They're not all getting caught.
Yeah.
So this is saying that it was 31 people across the country charged with running rigged games. The players involved, and this is according to the New York Post, the players involved were being paid by mobsters to play in card games fixed with technology and card shuffling machines to give the house the advantage. The athletes were told to take a dive. The athletes were told to take a dive when they had to and win when they were told. It didn't appear as if they were attempting to pay off any debts. That's what they're trying to say. The former NBA player Damon Jones, 49, spent 11 years in the league with multiple teams, is also charged in the FBI's investigation. Rosier had previously been under investigation for unusual betting activity during his time with the Hornets, specifically in March 23 contest. However, the NBA did not find a violation, but it looks like the FBI did. So, what is the takeaway from the FBI investigation?
I feel like you said it all. I'm just going to start. There's not even 5-6 bullet points here. More than 30 people have been arrested in a sweeping investigation into fraudulent sports gambling and betting that began several years ago. The investigations included alleged illegal and rigged gambling activities in which the perpetrators used special technology, including contact lenses, to read cards, manipulate shuffles, and communicate with others. They enticed their victims with the prospect of playing alongside notable individuals, including athletes.
Right.
Charges include wire and crypto fraud, money laundering, extortion, and armed robbery.
Okay.
Another
so this
scheme-
is gonna get good, but that doesn't mean that the armed robbery has to do with the athletes. Because if they picked up gangsters, if they picked up wise guys in this whole thing, it's not going to be the players that were doing the extortion. It's going to be the wise guys that were extorting, my guess, the players.
Could be.
And then what I haven't read is if any referees are involved, because that's when it gets real bad.
Another scheme involved players using privileged information to help others bet on their games. In one case, NBA Terry
Rozier
is suspected to have feigned an injury during a game, information he is alleged to have passed on before the game even started. Victims lost about $7 million in the schemes. One person lost over $1 million, officials say. And then it says that the NBA is cooperating and college basketball games were not part of this investigation.
Yeah, there's another one that says, and these charges come less than a year after Toronto Raptors forward Jonte Porter pleaded guilty to tipping off gamblers to games he purposely was going to rig and earning them $1 million in an effort to clear his own gambling debt. Told you. That's what happens. That's what happens, man.
That's the Papa picks.
Yeah. Again.
Just don't.
Prosecutors and FBI Director Kash Patel are expected to announce. I guess they announced the whole thing.
What sport do you think does the most?
Basketball.
Really? I thought it would have been like boxing or something like that.
Oh,
they just
you mean
kind of leave their chin out and then they get hit and it's like, all right, now I sold it.
I think that used to be. I think boxing, that used to be the case.
Yeah.
When boxing was bigger than everything else. You know, when boxing was as big as it was. And it was never the champs. It was always like undercard fighters and things like that. When you start talking about, do you remember, Monica, you guys, I don't know if you remember this, but for decades, none of the major four sports wanted franchises in Vegas.
Oh, because of that?
Because of gambling.
Oh, that's...
None of them wanted the franchises, especially the NFL. And then when the NHL did it with I think the NHL was in there first with the Golden Knights there. Then all of a sudden the Raiders like, we'll go. We're having stadium issues here in Oakland. We'll go. Totally. Yeah, we'll build it ourselves. Yeah, you guys will have us. And then the NFL gave them the okay. Now you got the Oakland A's moving into Vegas, and the only league that you don't have a franchise in right now is the NBA, but they will.
Where do you want to be on that? Like, I know, all I want to do is be on the outside of that. I don't.
Outside of what?
Like, some people want to know all the goings on in that. Like, okay, you don't have to maybe necessarily be involved in it, but wanting to know the behind the scenes stuff, what's going on, but that not everybody knows. I don't need to know behind the scenes stuff.
Oh, I love to know the behind the scenes stuff. I think that's
Monica,
some of the best stuff.
You read every biography and autobiography there is.
Yeah.
Of course you want to know the behind the scenes stuff.
But it's already happened. Like, that's already done. Like, right now, if you tell me, I don't even want to use the Bills as an example. Like, you tell me the Green Bay Packers are having, orgies and blah, blah. I don't need to be invited to those. I don't need to know about them. I don't want to know anything at all. I don't want to know.
Well, they definitely do happen. They definitely do happen.
The orgies?
Yeah, I was still friends with a girl who used to strip, and she would go, they would call girls out to cities. She told me she slept with, this is going to sound bad, it was like the punter or kicker for the Carolina Panthers, because it was Cam Newton and a bunch of them. And they rented them a hotel across the street, which was just like a Holiday Inn, and they would go over there, party with the girls, and then all go back to the hotel before check-in. Well, sorry, before their curfew.
I finished the Christy Brinkley book a couple weeks ago, and she said earlier on in her career, especially, and that's now when there's social media and all. In the 80s, who knows what was happening? But when she was first starting out, when she was getting all these modeling gigs and she was really popular, she said that she was invited, and even out of the country and stuff, on these yachts and everything. And they were going to pay her, and back in the 80s too, thousands, like tens of thousands of dollars. And she's like, all they were saying I had to do was show up in a bikini and have lunch and hang out with these guys. And if I wanted to, I could stay over, but I didn't have to. Like, it was all very like.
It's a win-win, because those girls that get called, whether they're strippers, OnlyFans girls, they go over there and they get to be on these yachts, take all these photos and videos,
Right.
and then post it on social, and then other people will start inviting them over and go, oh my God, I got to get this girl on my yacht. And then they got to go to that yacht in this place, in this city.
And you get the Saudi princes and then they end up like, they're paying them millions of dollars. You just got to be there.
Yeah.
And then you hear when they finally, if they get back, you hear the horror stories of how they were sex slaves and all that kind of craziness.
And that's what I'm
It's
saying.
like going
and
to a Diddy party for like months at a time.
It just it gets worse and worse, which is what I was saying. Like, it just devolves. There's no way it just ends all happily and easily.
Yeah.
They're doing stripping and OnlyFans. Their career choices aren't the best. So
I mean,
right.
probably why they said yes to these things.
But like Monica always says, they're not doing it with a gun to their head.
That's
they've
true.
opted in.
Having said all that, if the Saudi prince was like, you want to come do radio over here for $4 million a year? I go, peace, guys.
You go. You get
No
out of here.
doubt.
I'm selling out in a minute.
No
I live in
doubt.
Saudi Arabia doing radio.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do in Saudi Arabia?
Okay, I'm gonna pull a Monica right here. Ready?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You can go over there and do radio for $4 million a year, but you only got to give him mouth hugs once a month.
Oh, my God.
But it's $4 million a year.
And you can be drunk or high or anything. You don't have to be totally sober.
$4 million a year, with 1 year with your option for the second year. No, better yet, their option for the second year.
Oh, no.
So that's it. Okay, so it's $4 million a year.
Okay.
You have to give a mouth hug once a month for the first year, and they have the option for the second year, which would tell me that if they don't pick up the option, you sucked at it.
Literally.
So an insult, as long as you
Sucked
happen
at
to be
sucking.
degraded.
Okay.
Yeah. What are you doing? Are you still taking the gig?
You talking to me or her?
I'm talking to you.
Oh, me.
You talking to me?
I'm talking to you, mister.
Yeah.
I'm so straight, I don't even want to go get a prostate
Oh,
exam.
did you?
But I got $4 million on the ride, and all I got to do is do it. I only got to do it 12 times.
That's all. And again,
That's
you can be high, you can be on.
That's a good question. Can it be all that? But also, can I be distracted? Can I be like, all right, I'm about to go play this PlayStation. Just bring it over here while I'm doing this.
Yeah, and go, up to the side. Yeah, why not? You as long
Like
as it's
keep it in my mouth like a cigar in a cartoon and be like, all right, come over here.
Yeah, but it's
playing
gotta
video
go-
games.
It's got to go to completion though.
oh, so you got to concentrate on that.
I'm not saying it has where it has to land. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
are you
be like JP in the studio, it just gets everywhere.
are you taking the gift?
It's on Brett.
That is
It's on
me
Roger.
cleaning
It's on
that
the
is me
table.
cleaning it up later on for hours.
Are you taking the gig?
Yeah, let's go. $4 million. Let's go.
Oh,
Sell it out.
You have a
Everyone-
horrible
Everyone
price.
has their price. I'll probably try to talk them up, but $4 million, I go, okay.
Oh, that's not enough. That's not enough.
It's not on camera, right?
Monica, you would do it for
You
$4
would do
million.
$2
I'm not
million.
living in another country, and I think you guys know that. I'm not flying. However long it takes to
$4 million,
Pass.
and you only have to do it once a month, and you've done
Wait,
it before
once a
because
month?
That's what I said to you.
Oh,
you
I
have to
thought-
do it once a month.
12
times.
12 times. You thought it was just once ever?
I thought it was once every contract year.
No, it's 12
it is
times.
once every
Oh,
contract
man.
year. So
It'll be
it's a
your time of the
1 year
month.
deal with the Saudi prince's option for a second.
February is going to be so awkward when I go, I did this in January. They're like, did you read the contract?
And then if
No, I
he gives you
didn't.
this, here's the thing: if he doesn't give you this the first year contract, that the extension, the question is, do you suck at the mouth hug or do you suck at the radio?
Yeah.
And then,
And then if he does give you, the second contract,
right.
are you good at the radio? Are you great at the radio or great at the mouth hug? It's got to be.
You don't want either one? Oh, my God.
It could be both. You don't know.
Oh, God. And I honestly better off not knowing it, like I said from the beginning. I don't want to know. Don't give me the answer to any of those questions.
Yeah.
Oh, Gareth, that's a horrible shot. I
Not so
can't
straight now,
believe-
are you? I do believe they call it gay for pay, my man.
when I'm flying back in my private jet, you guys will still hang out with me.
But
so
you have
I'm
the
not worried about
memory
it.
of, oh, go, go,
Right.
go.
I'm like, you believe any of that? Show me the proof. I'm wiping my mouth. Show me the proof.
Right.
The look of shame in your eyes is my
And then
proof,
they're
sir.
asking. Then what happens is they ask Gareth, "Listen, can you recruit any of your friends?"
yeah.
And he's picking up. He's like, "Yo, sending. I got an option."
Yeah.
It's a pyramid scheme. Then you make money,
it's a
and then you do it
pyramid scheme.
less times,
Yeah.
and then he has to do it more.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, this took a turn.
a weird
I'll be
turn.
right back.
Can't help when his habit looks insane.
listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. It's Lightning Hockey on 102.5 The Bone. Tonight, your Tampa Bay Lightning are at home at the Benchmark International Arena to take on the Chicago Blackhawks at 6:30 p.m. Don't miss a single game. Listen to every Lightning game all season right here on the official station of the Tampa Bay Lightning. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw hockey.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. Save big on our entire truck lineup during Toyota Truck Month. Drive a new Tacoma for $279 per month. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. Click the button, complete our form, and get our best price instantly. When you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richey.
Fall is a busy time and selling your home can be overwhelming. Get a guaranteed cash offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and sell your home stress-free and for the most money. Hey, it's JP, and I'm excited to talk with my friend Mark of Mark Spain Real Estate. Mark, how does the guaranteed offer eliminate all the stress for the home seller while also keeping them in control of the process?
The guaranteed offer is simple and stress-free because it's all cash. You don't have a buyer sitting in limbo hoping to get their loan. You don't have to make costly repairs. You choose your closing date, typically within 21 days, and then you move on to the next chapter of your life. It's the easiest and most hassle-free way to sell your home today, period.
Makes sense. Thanks, Mark. It really is that easy, but don't just take my word for it. Mark Spain Real Estate has over 13,000 five-star reviews, making them the most trusted and experienced real estate team in the U.S. Find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home today. There's no obligation. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Want a beautiful white vinyl fence but thought you couldn't afford it? For less than $5 a day, only $125 a month. Fence Outlet will install a 120-foot vinyl fence and transform your backyard. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
The pouch that's sweeping the nation. John Senning here for Tiza Energy. If you've been sleeping under a rock, you might not know about the pouch that you dip between your cheek and your gum. If you're trying to stop vaping, dipping, smoking, you got a jaw full of chaw all the time, leave it in the past and go with Tiza. This pouch is filled with tea-cut herbs, vitamins, minerals, and caffeine that are going to have you focused and alert all day. I love popping in a bangin' black cherry right before the show. It gives me that focused energy I'm really craving. You can stock up at TizaEnergy.com. Use the code BONE20 for 20% off everything in the online store and check out the store locator. Tiza now available in Walmarts across the state, as well as 7-Elevens, Liquor Depot locations, and much more. You can even stock up on Amazon. Subscribe and save so you got a box of Tiza at your door every single week. Tiza Energy, why spit when you can swallow?
What's up, Bone listeners? It's Captain Zach. Are you looking for more power? Check out my friends at LBP. Whether you're boating, taking a cruise on the golf cart, my friends at Lithium Battery Power have the innovative technology to give that to you. Check them out at lithiumbatterypower.com or call 727-223-9831. Lithium Battery Power. Longer life, more power.
At Hard Rock Bet, everybody's invited to the party. Sign up today and bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. Rivalries, upsets, chaos. College football is at its best when you're part of the action. Plus, you got the World Series, the NBA is back, and NFL football. All you need to do is download the app or simply go to hardrock.bet. It's Hard Rock Bet. Get in and start winning now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. To wager, terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
My name is attorney Bill Sansoni. You might know me as Dead Air Sansoni from the Ask the Dom Show. I represent people accused in crimes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Polk, and Sarasota counties. I also represent clients in federal court across the country. If you have been arrested or accused of a crime, call me, Bill Dead Air Sansoni, at 813-361-0874 or online at sansoni-law.com. Offices, Tampa.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacies, same old bill. But those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings Wrangler rode in. Cool as can be. Tap Good RX. Saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. Deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little laugh does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
And now, back to JP.
It's JP 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. 800-771-1025. About a half hour. We'll do Dead Dude in the envelope. I'm real quick. There's this dude where we were just talking about the guys and the players and the shaving points and do you remember the guy Nate Newton from the Cowboys? The guy got arrested. I was trying to think of it when we were talking about it. The guy got arrested twice in 2001. The first time he was moving 213 pounds of weed.
Oh, my God.
And then 6 weeks later, he got popped again with 175 pounds of weed.
Oh, my God.
And he only did 30 months.
What is going on? Like,
he only got sentenced to 30 months in federal prison. Total of, let's see, let me do my math here, 388 pounds of weed, 2 separate times, 6 weeks later. That's amazing.
I just don't understand. I'll never, and it just... What are you doing with your life, people? What are you?
In 2001, he was probably only making $3 million a year, whatever the hell he was making at the time. But, not enough. You ask Monica why they gamble and get involved with all this kind of stuff, but there you go.
Yeah,
nice.
You're in a locker room with guys who are making $20 million more than you. You're gonna be like, what do I got to do to get close to that?
But you're not struggling, and you have a home.
It's not about struggling. It's them just looking over and going, I want to have Rolls Royces and Bentleys pulling up.
That's ego and selfishness.
Go to Cabo every other month. When JP's in Italy and stuff, I go, what do I need to sell to get out there?
Really?
Not really. But
I'm like, I have no desire.
I mean, you don't want to travel.
I want to travel to other places in America.
That's not really like it's traveling, but you're staying in your own country. Is it really traveling? What?
No, she wants no desire to see another country.
Which is, I get America has like different parts that are like they're beautiful. I've
never been to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Colorado,
it's a big
all
hole
that
in the
stuff.
ground.
Yeah. Like, even though I knew I was going through with Denver, I was like, I still want to see Colorado. Colorado is beautiful.
Yeah,
Let me go
I've
out
never
there,
been to Colorado.
I get that, but I want to go to different countries. I want to go to Greece, Italy.
But what for? Then you're there. Then what?
Well, it depends. Like England, I want to go because I want to see my team playing. Yeah, I want to see a live game. I want to go to pubs there and, get in some fights with. No, I'm kidding. But I want to go out there. And then Spain for, the culture there, and Greece, just the scenery. Yeah, and the food.
See, I'm not a foodie either.
Right.
Yeah, you're very basic with your food.
I'm just basic in general. Like, there's nothing frilly about me.
Yeah. You go to Greece or Italy, and you're, like, going to stores and, like, you guys got Lunchables?
Yeah. Yeah, like, and I don't,
that is hysterical.
Seriously.
You guys, those... They're called snack packs.
Yeah.
It's pudding.
Where your Go-Gurts at? I need something. I need the comforts of home.
Oh God.
I'm too me. And honestly, let's just face facts. We've said it a million times. I'm too old. Like, I'm set in my ways. This is how I am. I need to see other parts of this country. And then, I can't imagine what would drag me out of here.
Have you even seen Key West?
Yes, a million times. That's my favorite place on earth.
Okay, I couldn't remember if you were excited because you wanted to see it or if you've been there and loved it.
What could be better? Like, I can't fly to Greece and it's better than Key West. Like, Key West is the best.
Have you ever been further west than Iowa?
Oh, yeah. I've been to the Redwoods in California. I've been to San Francisco. I've been to Los Angeles and all up and down.
So then what's your bucket list in America?
everything from the world's biggest ball of twine
Oh
in
my
somewhere
God.
to I haven't seen the Grand Canyon. I went to camp in Yosemite. I want to go to like Montana or something and go there and like on a ranch or something. I would love to go to like different parts of New York. I haven't been to Connecticut.
JoJo go to Montana every year? Ask her to stick you in you're
I would
tiny.
go to that.
Get her to invite you to the cult.
Just get her in the... Yeah,
dream-
they're exercising some demons out there,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
No.
You got to wear a gown with some demon mask on the final night or the first night, something like that.
And now you're talking about it. Now you're somehow disappear tomorrow. So
Right.
Nobody.
There's some...
Well, I'm going to Saudi Arabia tomorrow, so I don't care. But
You have to wear like a frilly, some sort of like Stevie Nicks dress and a mask, and next thing you know, you're dancing hand in hand around a fire.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, they take a child and they drain it of their blood and they start drinking baby blood.
That's true.
JoJo's got both of your names. I think it's nothing but an on the up and up fun family trip.
Nope.
Sure.
Nope.
My dream stuff would be I saw a couple on College Game Day. They're doing a College Game Day tour. And so they're going to every single place that College Game Day goes to during football season, which is amazing. I would like to do all the NFL stadiums and also all the Bills away games. We'd like to do all the hockey stadiums. I'd like to do all the baseball stadiums. There's so much to do.
What about sex stuff? Is there like, I want to bang in a field in Des Moines or something?
First of all, Des Moines, killing me, sir. But 50-yard line at the Ralph would be amazing. 50 right on the U at the basketball at the Yingling Center.
Okay.
Sorry, not to
That's
defy
here, though.
USF.
I meant like way
That's
away.
that's on a hardwood floor. That's rough.
That's okay. We can get sweaty.
That's rough. Are you going to throw a yoga mat down at least, or is it going to be right on the water?
I'm raw dogging that whole thing. It's an experience. These are the things that I would like to do. You're asking me that. And all of that, it gets me way more excited than hopping on a plane for 15 hours and going around the world. Zero. That's not fun to me.
All right.
Just
You are a one-trick pony, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
Exactly.
easily pleased. That's for sure.
What happily, absolutely. I think all my trips combined would be half of the total of y'all going all over, money-wise, all over the place.
You know, it's funny. If you had the money, the game day thing is easy. Because you can like fly out after a show on Friday, go on Saturday, and come back on Sunday. You don't even have to take any vacation time if you don't want to.
This couple that's doing it, that were on College Game Day, they're driving. So College Game Day was in Oregon the week before, and they had to drive all the way to Athens, Georgia. Like, they just drove.
That sounds fun
Jesus
for a
Christ.
while, but driving after a while is so exhausting.
But the guy owns a car dealership, so it was like a fancy, cute car, and they're retired, so they got money.
And being retired is a little different, but if you've ever driven for a long time, after those few hours, you do that thing where you're readjusting in the seat constantly and stuff. You're kind of sore. I hate that.
The longest I've ever been in a car is 8 hours.
That's it?
I wanted to die.
We drove from Buffalo to Florida one time, and that's like 24 hours.
Yeah.
Easy 24 hours.
I think mine was 17.
It's 20 plus hours from Long Island, let alone. I guess you can avoid some of what we have to, because we have to go up and around and that kind of stuff. I guess maybe you avoid that, but.
You were driving or you were just present? I've been to like Canada, and it's like 21-hour drive, but like 17 me driving.
Oh, no, I'm not driving the whole way. Who's driving the whole way?
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
I'd sell a child for an airline ticket before I did that. Easy.
You just don't like to be.
I just want to get to where I got to go.
I know, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes you got to suffer. Life is about suffering.
No, you want me to suffer. I don't have to. That's the beautiful part about being me right now.
I know.
I suffer with mental illness. How's that? I do enough suffering. Thank you very much.
I just feel like, this couple specifically, they're a married couple, and they had asked them on College Game Day, what's the most interesting thing you guys have learned or seen or whatever on all these miles, because they've been doing it since the beginning, and they looked at each other and you could tell they didn't know what to say, and the guy goes, "We've learned a lot about each other."
Oh my God.
You know,
Get out of here. It took you till retirement? It's like, oh my God, I'm finally getting to know you.
Well, you know what it is? He spent his whole life building a business, and it's, the entrepreneurial spirit, getting a car dealership off the ground, all that kind of stuff. Probably had multiple side pieces at the time because he had a ton of money.
Yeah.
He wasn't spending enough time at home.
We're speculating now.
Yeah, totally.
I believe it.
That's what we do here.
Road trip, he made PB&J sandwiches, and she's like, "I'm allergic to nuts. Why would you make this?" He's like,
I know.
Never been around. I don't know.
All right. Don't blame me. Blame John Standing. I heard all about those Uncrustables. It sounds like a great idea.
Pocket them.
I'm doing that. I think it would be fun. Like, I don't want to be in the car more than like 6 hours, 4 tops. Ideally, it'd be nice, but 6. But then you just go and then you stop in a town and you explore the town and have some food, get a hotel room, and then you go to the next
town.
day.
That's how scary movies start. Hey, go to this little side town you've never been to.
That's the best.
Go walk around with the locals. See how that goes.
And then you're the one black guy running around. You're like, you're the first one to die.
Monica's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know, some small town in Mississippi. People keep pointing in, and I think they're waving. They seem to be coming over here. I think they want to say hi.
No.
I'll call you back.
No, run, Gareth, run.
Right.
I don't know. I just feel like, because I did that before. I told you guys when I lived in Iowa, me and my ex would just hop in the car. Literally, and back in the day, it was a hardcore map, like a paper map. And we would just like, where are we going? I don't know. Let's just start driving. Then we'd use the map to get back for wherever we ended up. 3 hours, 8 hours, who knows? It's fun. And then just explore the city that we end up in, see a movie, go to dinner, get a hotel room, whatever. Go home. That's fun to me. That
okay.
is fun.
That's what you enjoy. And that's cool.
Some sandwiches in the cooler in the back seat. I love it all.
Are you making the sandwiches for your man? Like a good bitch?
Yeah. Egg salad sandwiches, but outside.
It was all fun until you said like a good bitch. Although I was a good bitch, because yes, I was making all
Of course you were making that sandwich. You bet your ass.
I make a mean sandwich. You can ask JoJo.
You made the sandwiches and gave Roadhead. You'd like everything. Like, why wouldn't I want to go on a road trip with you?
It is fun. It is
you
fun.
know what I'm saying? Like, what's how do you lose on that? Yeah.
Fun stuff on the road. Avoiding, maybe not avoiding the semi. We don't know. Whatever we feel like.
Right.
It's
Put
fun.
on the show.
Yeah.
Put on the show. Were you ever doing that and all of a sudden you get the horn from the semi?
You're welcome. And I just keep my head down and I put a thumbs up.
Yeah, that's basically like a trucker pat on the head. Good job, kid. Don't quit on my account.
I'm not looking up.
Yeah.
I'm not stopping, damn it.
I don't dig road trips so much. I just want to get there. You know what I'm saying?
But if you don't have a destination, does that change your mindset? If you're not sure where you're going to end up, so who cares if you drive?
Drives Nicole crazy. Because she would love to do what you're talking about. She would love to just get in the car and drive and end up somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, you need to tell me where I'm going. I can't just, at least tell me the state you want me to head towards.
Okay.
And then maybe I can do it.
All right, Missouri.
Like if she said, we got 4 days, let's go to Tennessee. And I'll say, okay, where do you want to go? And then she'll say, no, you know what? I'm too much of a control freak. I need a destination. And once we get to the destination, I'll go take little side trips to go wherever you want to go. But I need to get.
Have you ever heard? It's not the destination; it's the journey. Yeah. Have fun. You have so much fun you're missing out on that whole way to the destination.
Traffic and tolls.
Oh, my negative.
God, I just want to get there. Why can't I just get on a plane and get there, and then we'll go anywhere you want to go?
I have a scenario for you.
We'll get in the rental car and we're off.
I'm going to add a mill. $5 million, but you have to do the type of road trip I just described, where you don't know where you're going and all of that, and it's with me. And it's a minimum of 12 hours total. Like, we're going to get a hotel in the middle or whatever. You don't have to drive straight if we don't want to. But it's a minimum of 12 hours. You don't know where you're going, and it's me.
Is there Roadhead to keep you quiet for a little while?
No, there is none of that, no.
How do we keep you quiet?
Well, we talk, and we play with the radio stations, and we have conversations, get to know each other.
How much?
I added a mill, $5 million, not the $4 million that Garrett's getting to go to Saudi Arabia.
$5 million.
What? He gets more?
He gets $1 more. It's me.
and I don't have to fillet the prince. Yeah, I'll go.
I love that. Dealing with Monica was a bigger payout than me having to
pretty much
to do that. That's insane.
And it's only 12 hours. Yeah, I guess I could do that. I could do that.
It would be, and I promise you, at the end of that, you'd not only have $5 million, but you have good memories, and you would change your mind about those type of road trips.
Good memories, huh?
Mm-hmm, fun. Laughs.
You think we could last 12 hours in a car laughing the entire time?
Yes.
And you don't do drugs?
No.
You're not a little bit high right now?
We would just start fighting. We wouldn't be talking.
Monica, we were on the show for 30 seconds today. 30 seconds. And you were coming at me with both barrels.
I was not coming
because
at
I was
you,
telling
Mr.
you
Sensitive.
what I lived through with my son. You were just like going right for the jugular. Boom.
Going for the jugular.
How do you not know? How does no one know? I remember.
But yeah, we could do 12 hours, no problem.
I believe.
We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Did you miss the Mike Calta show today?
I think that one of the good things I've had in my life is that sometimes I just realize that I may not be right. And I think that if more people did that, I'm not saying I'm necessarily
just
wrong.
Learned that though.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that came with it.
That's new.
Yeah, just learned that on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I may know I'm wrong, but I'll still try and argue with you to make you think that I'm actually right.
Well, listen to the Mike Calta show every weekday morning at 6 a.m. on The Bone.
Or anytime with the full show replay
on the free 102.5 The Bone app.
Catch Celeste Barber one night only, October 29th at 8 p.m. at the Hard Rock Event Center at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, dubbed the Australian Queen of Comedy.
I'll tell you what, my husband, he is so good in social situations. I just don't think someone who looks that good should also be good at life. You know what I mean?
And recognized as Variety's 10 Comics to Watch. Catch her October 29th at the Hard Rock Event Center.
Accidents happen in a second. Take a second to call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
Fall is a busy time and selling your home can be overwhelming. Get a guaranteed cash offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and sell your home stress-free and for the most money. Hey, it's JP, and with Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can receive the strongest cash offer in the industry and move when you're ready on your timeline. Mark Spain Real Estate has over 13,000 five-star reviews, so you can trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home quickly and for maximum profit. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Your brain holds all the pathways to memories, to dreams, the very essence of your human spirit. At Advent Health Brain and Spine Institute, our experts protect those pathways. With state-of-the-art technology and groundbreaking treatments, we care for the most complex neurological conditions. So you can keep moving, keep dreaming, keep being your whole self. Visit thebrainandspineexperts.com.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactical. Get ready for the Encore Sons of Liberty Burn It Down event at Shark Coast Tactical this Saturday, October 25th. Sons of Liberty love the Shark Coast customer base so much, they send discounted rifles from their show warehouse, the premier name and duty-grade rifles built to perform when it matters the most. Different colors, different builds, all marked to burn. It's a one-time event. Deep discounts, 40 to 50% off. Once the inventory is gone, it's gone. There has never been a better time to get over to Shark Coast and take advantage of the 2A tax-free holiday on all things firearms at Shark Coast Tactical.
You don't need to be an all-pro to make big moves. Getting championship-level performance is easy at Crown Honda. Drive a new 2025 Honda Pilot, just $469 per month. Or a new 2025 Honda Accord, just $289 per month. Don't wait for the 2-minute warning. Get to Crown Honda now and save today. Online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
Galvin here, and I have something you're going to want to hear. Badger Bob Services is now in Tampa Bay. Badger Bob's offers cooling and heating repair, replacement, service, and maintenance. They also do plumbing, water heater installation, repair, and service. Badger Bob Services is the way to go. And Badger Bob's has a 100% satisfaction guarantee that they stand behind. And get this, they guarantee next day installation on cooling systems, or they're going to pay you $250. And with over 100 trucks and technicians on the road every day, they can get to you fast. And Badger Bob's is always hiring. Are you an experienced HVAC technician, plumber, electrician, or customer service rep? Well, if you want competitive pay, a chance to work with people who love what they do, 401k match, and great benefits, just visit badgerbobs.com/careers. Badger Bob's, a funny name, but they're serious about service. Badger Bob's Service is now in Tampa Bay. Just go to badgerbobs.com.
The big 000 is here at Ken Ganley Kia. 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down, or 0 payments till 2026. We've got over 1,200 Kias on sale with low prices starting from just $19,988. Like a 22 certified Kia Seltos EX, not $24,000, not even $20,000. On sale, $19,988. Regardless of what you owe, we want to pay it off. Bad credit, no credit, negative equity. If you earn at least $500 a week, we want to say, yes, you're approved at Ken Ganley Kia, Newport Richey on US 19. Home of 0%, 0 down, or 0 payments till 2026. Online at KenGanleyKia, NewportRichey.com. KMA rebates assigned to dealer 25 Sorrento APR 1667 per month per 1,000 financed. 90-day deferred payment through Ally Bank plus tax, tag, title, and doc fee on approved. Credit through KMF expires 11/3/25.
Every time I turn around, my friends at Pure Talk give me one more reason to feel good about switching. This month, for instance, they're supporting Canines for Warriors, a terrific organization that trains rescue dogs and then pairs them up with combat veterans struggling with PTSD. The result? They're saving lives on both ends of the leash. This is why I switched to Pure Talk. I like being in business with an American wireless company who shares my values. Yeah, I appreciate unlimited talk, text, and plenty of 5G data for just $25 a month, and I bet you will too. But I think you'll really appreciate doing business with a company who gives back to the men and women who volunteered to defend our country. Just dial pound 250, say micro. With Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team, you can switch in as little as 10 minutes. Again, dial pound 250, say micro, to switch to an American wireless company who actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Guys, if I could just have your attention.
Let's go! Turn it on now!
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go!
Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this.
Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go.
Are you
JP, 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio, hour number 2, brought to you by JustCallMo.com, Tampa's injury attorneys. 800-771-1025 is the phone number. Monica and Diz here as always.
JP.
What?
Have you heard of the term, I'm just going to guess no, but I like to quiz you, ghost tapping?
Is this like those stories we do with people banging ghosts and stuff?
Solid guess, but no. No, it is
Because
not.
we've had those when,
Sure.
I think one woman was like banging the ghost and then married the ghost of a pirate from God knows how long ago, and then she got pissed off because the ghost was cheating on her, banging somebody else.
Yes, I was going to say, I know there was jealousy involved. I just didn't remember how, but yeah.
Is it when you ghost someone and you go back for, like, you spin the block on them and you go back to tap it?
Nice. These are, I kind of want ghost tapping to be both of those instead of what it actually is. Those are solid guesses. But no, it's actually a lot worse than all of that. It's basically, it's a Better Business Bureau is warning about ghost tapping. And apparently it's people that are stealing your money basically from those when you use a tap to pay card or a mobile wallet, that's easy and fast and convenient and all of that.
No, my man got bans on him.
What do you
mean? Who, me?
Yeah, you.
No. Well, we're not starting that again, are we?
No comment.
No.
But I mean, actually, it is better to have cash, apparently, in this situation. So basically, these people who are doing this have different ways to steal your information without even seeing your card or using your card. Here's what they do. You're
going to laugh, though? I refuse to tap. I won't tap.
I will laugh
I
at
insert.
that.
I insert.
Yeah,
because
put it
why,
in there.
old man?
I insert. I don't
Because
tap.
why?
Put it in.
Monica, I don't know. I don't know why.
So if you don't know, why didn't you just do it the other way?
Because I don't know. I just feel I don't know. I just never did. I just don't. I don't do it. I don't
Try it once, and you're gonna be like, "Why was I?"
You're
inserting?
you're warning me now not to.
No. You have the card, and the people can only do it. Like one of the ways they do it is bumping into you. Okay, so if you're using a tapped card while you're doing it, and someone bumps into you, they might be able to get it. So you're not gonna let anyone bump into you.
Okay, I'm missing something. So I go to 7-Eleven. I go to the store, and it's either swipe, insert, tap. I tap. Somebody bumps into me while I'm tapping. How do they get my information?
I apologize. They bump into you while you're charging. If you're holding on your phone and you're charging your card that has the mobile app or the mobile wallet, then apparently
So it's only by using my phone.
Your mobile wallet, yes, like your. But then
Okay,
also
so-
the tap to pay thingy too. So because here's how they can also do it. If they say,
Did you read this thing before you
did.
asked me if I ever heard of it?
no, I did. There's just two different ways. There's actually 4 different ways. But one of them is if when you're talking about your card, is it like just say a door-to-door chocolate, well, I'm raising this money for my school or whatever, right? And they're like, okay, well, we only take tap to pay, and so you have your card and you're you're using it or whatever. Then they can take that and charge you. They have your information now. They can use it to say, okay, now here's your $3 candy bar or whatever. Now I got your info. I'm gonna use it to charge $300. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying right now? I feel like you don't.
I mean, I'm just. I want to know how it happens. I want to know. I want to know how they're able to access the information by standing close to me or bumping into me. I'm not like. How does the transfer of information from my card or my wallet to their? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To them having the ability to do it. That's what I'm not understanding.
Listen. I don't claim to know how electronics
Right, but
work.
that's the story.
It says
isn't
bumping
it?
into you while secretly charging. I just told you while you are charging your mobile wallet, and they can bump. I don't know if they have a phone and they can tap there. I don't know.
I know they tell you, like, if you're in an airport, not to use those charging ports.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're not protected. So maybe it's kind of something like that, where they're just taking they're able to access the stuff that's on your phone.
I don't know how the electronics work, JP. I'm just saying if they do, you can. They said you can pretend to be a vendor at a flea market. So if you're at a flea market and they're just kind of like hanging out and they've got a table or whatever, they can be like, and they're not official and they haven't been cleared or whatever. It's not safe. Kind of what you're saying now. They can set up a fake stand and ask for tap payments, and then you pay it, and then they have your information. Again, don't know how they get it, like electronically somehow, some way, but they have it. It says, like I said before, requesting a small donation, but charging your card for much more amount. And then they said scammers count on you tapping without checking the business name or transaction amount and just not paying attention, basically. And so Better Business Bureau is like all about this, and I guess they're calling it ghost tapping. And I think that's why. We don't,
That's why what? Because
why I don't understand how it's ghost. It's like somehow happening. It's ghost tapping.
So paying cash is not the worst idea after all.
Well, I mean, if you have, then I can't be scared of these people doing this.
Of course not. Of course not.
It's so much quicker. Like I was just at the gas station this morning, and I used to be JP and use the card and whatever slide in. And
and you got robbed, if I remember correctly. They got your information.
My bank told me that someone was trying to, and they stopped it from happening. My BOA is on top of it. I got an instant text. They froze my thing. Nobody did anything wrong. And that was in like 2017 or 15 or something.
And in that moment now, they freeze it, and then they have to send you a new card. So you're going days without being able to access your ATM
you can
card.
go to the bank and get cash, which you like. So, or get you can also get a temporary card that you use before your permanent card comes in the mail. They've thought of everything. I can't be afraid. But now I go, and this morning I just tapped in, and by the way, again, a decade ago, hasn't happened since. And I tap it on the little gas machine there, and there's no other steps. I tap it, approved, next. Like there's no other steps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't do I don't have anything hooked up to my phone either. Like my wife does it. I don't have anything hooked up
It's
to the
an
phone.
emergency. Like one time I think I switched purses or something, and I forgot to switch my debit. I don't remember. But I was like, I'm at the grocery store, all set up. What am I going to do? Just use your Google Wallet. It's all, and I don't use it all the time, so I'm not, constantly using it. But you tap your phone on the thing, and it pays. It's not like a good backup for you, like a.
I don't know. I've never needed it. I've never needed it. So.
Did you just jinx yourself?
Probably. That sounds like something I can,
So you're not worried about ghost tapping at all? Like there's no, because you can't because you don't use that stuff.
Right. Right. Especially not for little things. Huh? You know what? I'm honestly, I'm worried about really worried about the big picture stuff. That's why I keep everything unlocked. That's why I keep, you can't access my credit lines right now. If somebody gets my information. So when you start getting a lot of emails or a lot of text messages from businesses and that kind of stuff, that means your information has been gotten. Okay? So now what I do, just in case they, how much information they've gotten, I don't know. I've gotten letters. I've gotten no less than a dozen letters from businesses that have been hacked, and they have reason to believe that my information is part of the, remember it all started with Ticketmaster a few years ago? We had that whole big conversation. Do you remember that? So Ticketmaster got hacked, and they had everybody's everything.
Okay, so that means whoever hacked it has your information.
Right. And since then, I've had at least a dozen businesses over the course of the last few years that have sent me information. They've been hacked. Here's what they're doing about it. They all say, we don't think they got your social security number. I'm like, yeah, but you don't know that they didn't get my social security number. So what I do is there's 3 credit agencies. There's Experian, there's TransUnion, and there's one other one. I forgot the name of it off the top of my head. But I go there and I keep my credit lines frozen. So if somebody does have my information, they can't take out a loan or anything in my name, because as soon as somebody goes to try to approve the loan, the credit's frozen. They can't get to it. And then if I need to go, like when I went to go buy the car a couple of weeks ago, I went online, I unfroze it, got cleared, froze it back up again. And now you can't get access to you can't get access to try to take out any big lines of credit in my name.
So you, a second ago, were saying, okay, so that one time at the gas station and how I lost no money and I was not inconvenienced in any way, shape, or form because I had access to everything I have. And that happened 10 years ago. And knock on wood, I'm not trying to jinx myself, but none of that's ever, I've never gotten a thing about saying, you've been a business has been hacked and all of that. Like, you're putting it seemed, for me anyway, I'm not putting that much energy into something that I know the odds are crazy.
It took me 10 minutes.
But I mean, aren't the odds crazy that something would happen? Like crazy odds.
It's identity theft. You hear stories about identity theft all the time.
Who of the 3 of us has your identity? Maybe that's why you're the way you are, because your identity got stolen one time?
I know there were multiple attempts to get my father.
Maybe it's an old person thing, because of
course they'll get old people.
Yeah,
multiple attempts to get it.
I should be concerned then, maybe.
So the other one is Equifax. So there's Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. If you just go on, you go on and you set up. Literally, I froze everything in 15 minutes, and nobody can get to. You can't get to anything. I highly recommend it to anybody listening. To anybody listening, right? And hopefully you're not. You don't end up a victim one day. Listen. Once they have it, getting all that stuff cleared up is a nightmare.
I'm sure.
Is a nightmare. And there's lawyers involved, and there's a whole thing. And it's going to cost a fortune, and it sucks. And for the 15 minutes it took me to, just put freezes on it, you're
buying your peace of mind.
Peace of mind. 100%.
How do I have peace of mind? I don't have any of that.
Because you don't, it's not something that, you think about, or maybe you just don't feel like you have a lot to lose.
Yeah, I have a lot. It's everything I have is a lot to me, but I don't have a lot, and so people might look at my total worth and be like, not bothering with that nonsense. You know what I mean? So maybe that's what I got going on. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but it's just something it's an easy fix. So if anybody who's listening, I highly recommend, because it literally takes you no time, and you can lock everything up, and you can F the criminals.
Nice. Do you know how? Do you unlock your freeze on your phone, or do you have to go onto a computer? Or?
You can do it on both.
Which one do you do?
You can just go to the websites and you log in and you put freeze on freeze. It's usually right there. Simple. All right, dead guy. It's the guy from sports. But you don't. I will say this: you know him from a sport, and he is in that sports Hall of Fame. We'll start there. African American guy. Is he? Hold on a second. I could be wrong about that. Wow. Hold on.
Check if he's dead too.
Hold on. Give me one moment. I did a lot of research, as you can tell.
Yep, it's fine. Black male in sports.
African American guy, from a sport, and he is in the Hall of Fame of that sport. Let's start there.
Okay. Did he die over the age of 50?
Did he die over the age of 50? Ding. Diz.
Was he playing basketball?
I'm playing basketball. Skit ball.
Nice.
Yep.
Surprise. That's weird for a black guy.
I know.
Nope.
I noticed you didn't lead with hockey.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was debating, but okay.
Sweating
Thank
over
God
here.
I picked that. Yeah.
Were you playing the odds, Diz?
Yeah.
Sweaty.
All right, 800-771-1025. You got an African-American guy that you know from basketball, and he is a Hall of Famer. 800-771-1025. Now you just ask yes or no questions. If you ask a question and you get a yes, you'll hear that, just like Monica and Dizzy got, and you get to ask another question. If you get a no, you'll hear that. We'll move on to more phone calls, put all the clues together, win fantastic prizes. Dead Guy in the Envelope, 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 1025 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
When you need a new ride, Jerry-owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is #1. Shop from over 1,000 vehicles in stock during the Drive into Fall event. Get invoice pricing with no market adjustments or hidden fees. You pay what we pay, like 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 1 year. Plus, get up to $20,000 off new Ram 1500s. Hurry in today for savings you don't want to miss. At the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Tampa is home country. Online at jerryhome.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
Fall is a busy time and selling your home can be overwhelming. Get a guaranteed cash offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and sell your home stress-free and for the most money. Hey, it's JP, and with Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can receive the strongest cash offer in the industry and move when you're ready on your timeline. Mark Spain Real Estate has over 13,000 five-star reviews, so you can trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home quickly and for maximum profit. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. Save big on our entire truck lineup during Toyota Truck Month. Drive a new Tacoma for $279 per month. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. Click the button, complete our form, and get our best price instantly. When you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richey.
Are you stuck with medical bills after an accident that wasn't your fault? I'm Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt, and I'll fight to make sure those responsible pay, not you. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
Waterman Properties, Tampa Bay's trusted general contractors for over 20 years, want to work for you. From demolition and project management to full renovations and custom home builds, Waterman can handle any project from start to finish. These guys don't just build homes and outdoor spaces, they build relationships with honesty and pride in every project. Waterman is all about quality, no shortcuts, no cutting corners, just solid craftsmanship you can count on. Get a free estimate for any project. Go to watermanproperties.net or call 813-715-7383. WatermanProperties.net. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
You don't need to be an all-pro to make big moves. Getting championship-level performance is easy at Crown Kia. Drive a new 2025 Kia K4, just $219 per month. Or a new 2026 Kia Sportage, just $239 per month. Don't wait for the 2-minute warning. Get to Crown Kia now and save today. Online at crownkia.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
The only way to make healthcare better for the people of Florida is to keep solving. And at Florida Blue, we want you to know how we're doing it. Providing support at our Florida Blue centers to help you get the most out of your plan. Making mental health appointments more available so you can be seen within a week. And offering plans that fit your needs and budget. Visit floridablue.com/followtheblue to see health solutions that are making healthcare more affordable. Policies have limitations and exclusions. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
Growing your retail business is easier with Shopify Point of Sale. Shopify POS connects your entire retail store, in-store, online, and social media on one platform. It's built for how customers shop today and for how they'll shop tomorrow. The result? Smoother checkouts and deeper customer relationships that pay off and keep them coming back. Ready to grow with Shopify POS? Visit shopify.com/switch now for more details. That's shopify.com/switch now.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. With the economic landscape in a constant state of flux, consumers are understandably concerned about how car prices will be affected. While no one has a crystal ball to predict the future, I will say that if you're planning on purchasing a new vehicle in the next year, now would be a good time to pull the trigger. Luckily, our inventory here at Stingray is in great shape with over 700 new and pre-owned vehicles available, including a huge selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs. And since saving money is on the top of everyone's mind, remember that Stingray on I-4 has no dealer fee, and that automatically saves you $1,000 to $1,500. So while other dealers will charge a hefty fee on top of the advertised price of the vehicle, rest assured that you won't pay that here. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4. Exit 22, Plant City. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Transform your backyard for less than $5 a day. Fence Outlet will install a sleek black aluminum fence that adds style, security, and curb appeal for just $125 a month. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
Stead Guy in the Envelope 102.5. The Bone Real Raw Radio. It's brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer on your home today at markspain.com. I told you, you got an African-American guy. We got that, from basketball, and he is in the Hall of Fame. All right, now you ask some yes or no questions. Matt, you're the first one in. Go ahead, Matt. Line one.
Did he win a championship?
Nope. Nope. Devin, line two.
Did he have cancer?
No. He did not have cancer. Andrew, line three.
Did he play for the Sixers?
No. Kyle, line four.
Did he play for the Lakers?
No. Kyle, line five. Can't be.
Hey, guys, did this guy play in Atlanta?
No.
I've got another question if you need it. Okay.
No, I don't need another one.
Did we establish NBA, or did he play for college?
We did not establish NBA. You do not know this guy. Well, he was not a player in the NBA. I'm going to help you guys out here because I'm smelling a marathon session. This guy's definitely known for basketball. He's in the Basketball Hall of Fame, but you don't know him best as a player. Okay? Let's see where that goes. Matt, line six.
Another question if you need it.
Lower your radio, Matt.
Oh, he's going to get mad.
Yeah,
JB, line.
Did he wear goggles?
Oh.
No. Please, if you're calling in, just keep your radio off. There's a delay. You'll hear yourself after you're wrong and I hang up on you. Matt, line 8. Go ahead, Matt.
Is it Dikembe Mutombo?
No. I'm telling you, you definitely know this guy. He's part of basketball. He's in the Hall of Fame, but I would stay away from the player part. John, line 3.
Did he die in... Hello?
Hey, I'm here. Go ahead.
Did he die in 2024?
No. Nicole, line 5.
Did he die in a plane crash?
No. You guys need to figure out why we know him from basketball if we don't know him as a player so much. Vinny, line 6.
Yeah, guys, was he predominantly known for his size?
No. Mitch, line 2.
Is this thing on?
Right?
Did he play for the Globetrotters?
No. He did not play for the Globetrotters. Seth on line 6. Hi, Seth. How are you today?
Did he?
Out with the mouth. Go ahead, Seth.
Thank you.
Did he die in 1999?
No. He did not die in 1999. You guys are asking the wrong questions. Don't worry about when he died. Figure out what part of basketball, why we know him from basketball if we don't know him so much as a player. Yes, he played when he was younger and he played a little bit like semi stuff, but get away from it.
So you're saying to narrow it down with yes or no questions.
Correct. Monica gets it. Paul on line 3.
Yeah, did he play for the Globetrotters?
No. For Christ's sake. Ask me another playing question.
Is this thing on? Sincerely.
Matt, line 5.
Hey, was he a coach? Hey,
he was not a coach. Spencer, line 2. Did we already talk to him?
Oops.
Go ahead, Spencer.
Hey, was he an ESPN anchor?
No. No. Mike, line 8.
Did he die in 2021?
No. Josh, line 4.
Was he an announcer?
No.
Was he a ref?
No. Okay. So this guy is, and even though, like I said, he was a player and semi-pro stuff, okay, and he is in the Basketball Hall of Fame, you know this guy best from a business that runs parallel to basketball.
That's why in the beginning when you were hesitant about saying the Hall of Fame, you were like, he is in the sport. That's why you were a little
right. He is in that sports Hall of Fame,
but
what you know him for best is a business that runs parallel to basketball.
College basketball?
Basketball in general, the sport. That's how it got started. That business branched off of that, but it was such an essential part of basketball that it put him in the Hall of Fame. Janice, line 2.
You're exhausted.
I kind of am.
Did he die of a drug overdose?
No. Matt, line 3.
Was he a Harlem Globetrotter?
You're going to kill somebody.
Ay, ay, ay.
But now they know, so it's just going to happen about 5 more times.
Right. Well, you know what? I forget people are always tuning in at any given moment, and they might not have heard the last 6 people that said, was he a Harlem Globetrotter? Phil, line 6.
Everybody know that's how basketball got started. Harlem Globetrotters.
Go ahead, Phil.
I mean, he's there. I don't know what to do.
Is
Oh, hang on. Phil is 5. You've been on.
Hello?
Oh, sorry. Yep, Phil. Go ahead, Phil.
Hello?
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, was he an announcer?
No. Andre, line 6.
Hey, did he invent the game of basketball?
No. He didn't invent the game of basketball. He did create
he invent some equipment that people use in basketball?
There we go. And we're off and running. Derek, line 2.
I was going to ask if he was a commissioner, but you just totally ruined that for me. So I don't know. Wilson, I guess. I don't know.
Not Wilson. Not a commissioner.
Do they need to know the first name, or would we know the last name best?
No, you'd know both.
Oh, okay.
You'd know both. His name is on the piece of equipment that started in basketball, and I'm telling you, it started in basketball and then went off to people just having them. Ernie, line 4.
Oh, Ernie's the only one that's not there anymore.
Okay, Gavin, line 5.
Does he own any fast food franchises?
No. Tracy, line 6.
Is his name on the basketball?
No, his name is not on the basketball. His name is not on the basketball. Jeremy, line 2.
Is it shoe related?
Yes.
Oh, Jeremy, he loves you so much right now.
Chuck Taylor.
Chuck Taylor
Yeah,
is the dead
Jeremy,
guy
yeah.
in the envelope. Obviously, it was an important part of early basketball. He went in, he started out in basketball. He made shoes. The first set of Chuck Taylors he made while he was in high school. And then his mom told him that he should sell them. And next thing you know, he went from playing basketball to just going around the country and getting himself involved with programs and doing the shoes and selling Chuck Taylors. And then, outside of basketball, people started buying Converse high tops and putting them into their shoe collection. Congratulations. Let's see what you have won, my good man. You have won your choice. Count the tailgate for the game on the 9th, the Bucks game on the 9th. You have won Monster Jam, TSO we're done with. Monster Jam, Sticks, or with Cheap Trick, or Bret Michaels with Tesla. Which would you like?
The tailgate, please.
All right, you got a pair of passes to the Mike Calta tailgate Sunday, November 9th. I will be there as well. Looking forward to meeting everybody. That's going to be from 10 to 1 at the corner of Himes and Ohio. All winners and guests must be 21 years or older. Chuck Taylor, the dead guy in the envelope. Congratulations. See you on the 9th. Thank you so much for playing our game. We appreciate you.
You okay up there?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. You know what? It was a difficult one to explain.
Yeah, it really was. That was a tough one to. And then once people got the hang of it,
on the way in now, there's on my way into work in the morning, it's usually just a news talk station. But on my way in, they do these things called American Stories. Mm-hmm. And they'll tell all different stories about things right? Like little 5-minute stories.
Well, first of all, perfect for your attention span. Second of all, that's how you knew about his mom and all of that.
Correct.
I never knew Chuck Taylor was black. I thought it was a white guy.
I wasn't sure.
Oh, no.
I think it's a white guy.
Until I looked at a picture. No, I'm looking at a picture.
Careful.
I'm telling you. Where is it?
Just ask Google. Was Chuck...
I just asked him, and he said, no, Chuck Taylor was not black.
Oh, no?
Yeah.
The picture
he was a
I'm
white man
at.
born in Indiana.
No.
Oh, well. Well, I'm looking at a lot of pictures. I put up Chuck Taylor, and it's a black guy wearing Chuck Taylor, so...
Just for the record, you gave Roger such a hard time about saying Lou Diamond Phillips wasn't brown, and now I feel like this is coming around on you.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'll take the hit. I'll take the hit.
It's so funny.
Okay, but I put in Chuck Taylor in Google, and the first picture comes up is a black guy playing basketball with a set of Chuck Taylors on.
You just
You
assumed
can
that was
see
Chuck.
it.
You think that was just a picture of Chuck Taylor, the first thing that came up right there?
Well, if I put Chuck Taylor in Google, and the first picture that comes up is a black guy wearing Chuck Taylors,
Maybe hit images
So
next
if you
time.
type in Nike and then
Yeah.
it's like Ray Lewis, you're like, Nike, black owned.
Guess that's him. Could be no other way. Why
Well,
didn't you
hold
even
on.
hit images?
if I put in Phil Knight, because Chuck Taylor's not the brand, Chuck Taylor's the name on the Converse brand, right?
Okay.
So if I put in Phil Knight, and I saw a black guy wearing a pair of Nikes, and I didn't know any better.
I had Indiana jersey on, or no, you said Phil Day. Sorry. If you my point is, you have to know that with a name like Chuck Taylor, that's not just a person. It's clearly a sneaker. Maybe dig a little.
But I know
deeper.
it's his name. I know it.
But it's also a sneaker.
Like that he made with his name on it.
So unless you put Chuck Taylor images, and even then,
can't you just take? I admitted I was wrong. Can't you just take it? I was wrong. Unlike Raj, who fought to the death to try to tell me he was a white guy.
He really did.
There's a difference there.
Yeah, you're right.
I was wrong. I stand corrected.
Will
You should see what the real Chuck Taylor looks like. He just looks like a guy who's been president.
Indiana.
He looks like every president from the 90s.
Middle America,
Yeah.
white Indiana guy.
But here's the thing. I just put in Chuck Taylor in images, and that same first photo comes up.
Chuck Taylor. I'm doing exactly what you're saying. And literally when I do that, nothing but sneakers comes up. I literally talked to Chuck. There are no... Oh, there is one guy.
I'm going to show you the copy image, and I'm sending it to you on Facebook now.
Yeah.
I'm going to send it to both. Dizzy, you know what? I'll send it to Instagram.
But there's also, if you scroll down one little thing, it says Chuck Taylor, the man behind, and then that's the white guy.
I said I was wrong.
Yeah, I think the photo you're looking at is the first image of them with someone with the Chuck Taylor song.
Well, that's a possibility.
So good. You're like, whoops.
Oh, God. I hate it here. Right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. And Tisa wants to get you on the boat for free.
Yes, please.
Picture yourself on the Calta Cruise. Yes, that's how you win. Head to your local Walmart and find the Tisa display in the pharmacy department. Then take a selfie with Tisa and upload your photo to theboneonline.com. It's that easy. Be a selfie queen, just like Mike Calta. Tisa presents Picture Yourself on the Calta Cruise. Picture it and make it happen. It could be you. Tisa, why spit when you can swallow?
If you've been in a big truck accident, you need a lawyer that specializes in big trucks. A lawyer who knows all the federal traffic rules that can affect your case.
And who can navigate the complex web of laws dealing with the trucking company, the leasing company, the shipper, and all the other details that can complicate your case.
At Farah and Farah, we've seen it all, and we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Tampa.
Hey, it's Galvin, and I have great news for you. Badger Bob services are now in Tampa Bay. Have a problem with your AC? Well, Badger Bob's can fix any cooling or heating breakdown fast with a 1-year parts and labor guarantee. And if the problem returns, so will Badger Bob's. You get upfront and flat rate pricing on all repairs. And Badger Bob's has a 100% satisfaction guarantee that they stand behind. Get a free estimate for cooling system replacement with guaranteed next day installation, or they're going to pay you $250. Book a free estimate or service and see real-time availability online by visiting BadgerBobs.com. With over 100 trucks and technicians on the road every day, they can get to you fast. Badger Bob Services has been serving the Sun Coast since 1982. Badger Bob's, funny name, but they're serious about service. It's who they are. Badger Bob Services now in Tampa Bay. Just go to BadgerBobs.com. HVAC license CAC 1815977.
Now, it's your time to make more money and be your own boss. Come to the Franchise Show on November 1st and 2nd at the Tampa Convention Center to meet with the best money-making franchises. Learn how you can open a successful business. This life-changing event is your only chance to see all the hottest money-making opportunities in one place. Find the perfect business for you at the Franchise Show, presented by the Entrepreneur's Source, November 1st and 2nd at the Tampa Convention Center. Get tickets at TampaFranchiseShow.com.
Sign and drive at Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. If you're in the market for a new truck or SUV, go see my buddy Bob Murray and the crew at Furman Ford. Because right now, during Furman Ford's kickoff the season sales event, you can sign and drive with $0 down and $0 security deposit on new select 2025 Ford Explorers, Ford F-150s, and Ford Broncos. If you've been waiting and trying to figure out the perfect moment to buy a new truck or SUV, that time is now, because these deals end October 31st. Furman Ford has a massive inventory of almost 400 new Fords to choose from. And if you're in the need of service and you can't make it into the dealership, Furman Ford's mobile service comes to your home, office, or anywhere. Certified technicians, genuine parts, and quality work right at your doorstep. Visit them today on US 19 in Clearwater or at FurmanFord.com. Make sure to let them know that John Senning sent you.
There are only about 4,300 publicly traded companies on the U.S. stock exchange.
But there are an estimated 33 million companies in the U.S. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. The average investor is missing out on over 99% of the investment opportunity that's happening in this beautiful country until now. True portfolio strength is found beyond the confines of the S&P 500, investing in promising companies before they go public. Private real estate, infrastructure, world-changing technologies. This is called the endowment model. The endowment model has historically outperformed the traditional model of just stocks and bonds. If you're an accredited investor and want more from your investments, it's time to think beyond just stocks and bonds. Call Trajan today, 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. See website for details.
1 in 8 women will face breast cancer. But the Breast Cancer Research Foundation is changing that. With breakthroughs in prevention and treatment, we're not just saving lives, we're rewriting the future, giving those diagnosed more time to not just survive, but thrive. This is the moment. This is the mission. Support breast cancer research. Until 1 in 8 is none in 8.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
1025 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. And now, back to JP.
It's JP with Monica Dizzy, 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Got a little while left. I figured I'd tell you about this woman who was a teacher who, she was the, apparently the cool teacher in school. You know, the one that everybody kind of hung out with and talked to.
It's not Mrs. Preston, it's Mrs. P.
Right, like that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she was the cool one. She didn't screw anybody. You know, she wasn't banging any of her students or anything like that. She did get fired because she told the story, the students in a story during English class about a dildo mishap that caused rectal bleeding. Now, the story begins with a grandmother, her grandson, a dildo with a suction cup. Mm-hmm. Now, anybody want to guess where this story's going?
I don't know.
Grandma, grandson, dildo with a suction cup.
I know.
What?
Talk to me, Goose.
He found it in the shower and she left it. That was her little toy.
No. That is not it. Sorry.
Also, I'm not.
No. What happened was he had it, and he had it on the back of his bedroom door. And he was pleasuring himself with said dildo with the suction cup up to the bedroom door. And Grandma wanted to go see her grandson.
She walked in?
She opened the door.
Oh, ow. Oh, he put it on the door.
It was on the door. And obviously he was pleasuring himself that way. And as I guess he was backing up on it, she opened up the bedroom door. Door opens in.
Uh-oh.
Kapuya, kapuya.
Oh, no.
Next thing you know, down goes Frazier. So for whatever reason, she decided to tell the class because her class apparently they didn't have a problem. talking about, sex with the students, and like she was that cool teacher.
She a health teacher? Was this like sex ed
English
related?
class. She was the English teacher.
She was explaining dangling participles.
From what I understand, so it says instead of allegedly talking about sex toys, orgasms, pornography, and sex acts rather than class literature, that's what she was doing. She was suspended from her gig following an investigation. The English teacher denied having made any comments of the nature and that the students had colluded against her. The problem with her story is she was the cool teacher, and they all said it. They all said how much they loved her, how great of a teacher she was, but one kid ratted her out about the story. I guess that one kid was uncomfortable, and then they went and talked to all the other kids. And all the other kids, even while they said that they thought she was great, they backed up the story that she told them about this. The panel concluded that she had held sexual and inappropriate conversations with the class, including talking about gay sex and masturbation. Another employee at the school, known as Witness A, heard from a student in the class that Matthews told a story about somebody who, and then went to the dildo story and everything else. So
is she fired or what?
Yeah, she lost her gig. Now I go, and here's what I go to. All the kids said the same thing about her being a great teacher. They loved her as a teacher, thought she was a great teacher, all that kind of stuff, right? So I say, why go so far? Because great teachers are hard to come by, right? Everybody complains about, teaching and that kind of thing. Why fire a great... I can understand punishing a teacher, right? There's got to be something. You can't be telling that kind of story in classroom and think you're going to walk away scot-free.
Yeah.
But why? But fire her? Seems a little harsh.
I feel like that's the go-to these days.
And this is on the other side of the pond. This is over in England.
Oh.
Over in England. She told the class how the lad backed up on it and was left bleeding everywhere, and the grandmother opened the door, blah, blah, blah. She described the incident as being a big mess. These kinds of conversations were said to be regular in class, and students regarded her more like a friend than a teacher.
I mean, I also don't think that that's necessarily the right thing. You're not so much a friend as you are you're supposed to be a teacher.
Right.
You can be a nice teacher. You can be a cool teacher, but I'm not a friend.
Right.
That feels weird. Especially what age are they? I mean, if they're like in junior high, you're certainly not their friend. That's a kid.
Well, I think they were in high school, but it doesn't say. Witness B, who carried out the investigation, alleged of her misconduct, recalled one student who said, quote, she doesn't personally know this person, but they had a suction cup. Like they all reiterated the story of the suction cup and the toy and the thing and the bum.
Oh, that's right. They say bum, which yeah.
He said he didn't hear his grandma come home. She opened up the door, and then he panicked, and it went.
Does that stop you from
trying it again?
Yeah, are you like a little gun shy to do stuff again? If that happens, like, is there trauma involved, PTSD?
I mean, maybe lock the door.
Well, I mean, yeah. Okay, so,
maybe lock the door. Yeah. Medically, it sounds like if it was that big of a mess, chances are, and the teacher would talk about, orgasms and how girls can have more,
But it's English. I'm curious as to how she relates. I'm okay with whatever. I mean, none of my business. I ain't got kids, but there's got to be a way to relate all of that discussion to English. Like, are you discussing a racy book? Is there a book that talks about sex? Is there, how does that have to do with class?
There were plenty of teachers that, like, the lesson was over and there's like 5 minutes left in class or 10 minutes left in class or whatever it is. Listen, I report, you decide,
I don't think I remember that. And I would have not told, believe it or not, but I would have wondered why I would have wondered. Just hear me out here. I know I'm a nerd, but like if there's 5 minutes left, then there's more to teach. And it's not the last day of school.
Well, if it's the last thing if it's the last part of a lesson plan, you're not going to start a new lesson with 5 minutes left.
Maybe tease me. Maybe so coming up next, we're going to get into blah blah blah. Just keep in mind, look for this and maybe read this. Whatever. I mean, I'm not
arguing with you.
I feel like all of that's better than dildo talk.
But is it as interesting?
I mean, I honestly didn't. I swear to God, I did not know what a dildo was until I was in a sophomore in high school.
See, now don't you wish you had a teacher who can teach you about those
You want to
things?
know what's funny about that? A really quick, I know we have to go, really 30 seconds or less story. I heard it somewhere, I'm assuming at home. I heard the word dildo, and I thought it was funny. And I think I heard someone calling someone else a dildo. So I thought it meant jerk or whatever. So I went around, just, hey, you dildo, and stop being such a dildo. And I would say, and I was in 7th grade. One of my teachers pulled me aside and said, Monica, do you know what you're saying? I'm like, yeah, I'm calling a guy a dildo. Do you know what that is? Yeah, like a jerk or something. No, Monica. She sat me down with a dictionary,
Right.
and I had to read in front of her what the word dildo meant. And then I never said it again.
Oh, man.
That was 7th grade. That's when I found out what a dildo was, not 10th grade.
So one last
Junior
thing
high.
here. It said a child asked, how many orgasms boys and girls can have, and the teacher said girls can have 8, boys not so much. And then there was a 25-minute conversation about gay men having orgasms and bums and stuff like that. 25-minute conversation. So I was wrong about the last 5 minutes of class.
Yeah, again, how is she relating this to literature or grammar or spelling?
Oh, that's it. Well, thank you, Monica. Thank you, Diz. Thanks for everybody who hung out with us. We appreciate you very much. Sending shows up next. We'll be back tomorrow morning, Friday, 11 a.m. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Get to Honda of Port Richey for their huge grand opening event, Saturday, October 25th from 11 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Food, fun, and prizes like Bucks tickets, Lightning tickets, and Halo Screen passes. And they'll be giving away a big screen TV, autographed merch, and more. Catch the Myco Radio Show live from 12 to 2 at Honda of Port Richey.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine. Accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
You know, I've learned a lot about the car business, not just by endorsing Stingray Chevrolet, but by really getting to know Steve Hurley and getting his insight. And when it comes to car dealer advertising at large, here's my takeaway. If you're the consumer, it really doesn't matter how big of a discount you hear advertised if the dealer is just going to take that money right back with the expensive dealer add-ons. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much research you do, you can't anticipate these pricey dealer add-ons unless you know for a fact that the dealer doesn't do them. At Stingray Chevrolet, they don't. For instance, they have a 2025 Silverado Crew Cab custom discounted by $10,000. That's $34,400. And if you trade in a 2016 or newer vehicle with less than 75,000 miles that you finance through a dealership, they'll give you an additional $2,250 for a total savings of $12,250. And that's the real discount with no dealer add-ons and no dealer fee. StingrayChevrolet.com. Tampa Bay's big store on I-4, exit 22, Plant City. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
John Senning here. I'm obviously not an attorney, but Mo DeWitt is. And you probably already know that if you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo and his firm fights for the injured people in Tampa Bay to get them what they deserve. Fighting the insurance companies can seem overwhelming, but that's what Mo does every day. And he's ready to do it for you. No matter what life throws at you, stand up and fight to get what you deserve. And it all starts with one call to Tampa's injury attorney at 866-CALL-MO. Give him a call day or night at 866-CALL-MO. That's 866-CALL-MOE.
Did you know that you can get a beautiful white vinyl fence for less than $5 a day? For just $125 a month, Fence Outlet will professionally install it and add instant curb appeal to your home. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C10252.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's JP for Prize Picks. Listen, you and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this sports season on Prize Picks. Whether you're a football fan, basketball fan, a fan of both, it doesn't matter. It always feels feels good to be right. And playing daily fantasy sports on Prize Picks is as easy as it gets. All you have to do is know more or less. Like last night, the new kid, the rookie, Cooper Flagg. All you have to do is pick more or less 15.5 points, and you are a winner. You don't have to know anything about his history or all sorts of stats, just more or less. Join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 fantasy sports app today, and that app is Prize Picks. Just download the Prize Picks app today. Use code JPJP to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code JPJP to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, man, it's good to be right.
One day you're serving in the military, and then the next day you come home and you're dealing with an injury. Addiction is hard. You have to reach out for help. The recovery side of it is amazing. You get to a place where you're proud of yourself again.
If you're struggling with prescription opioids, there is hope. Recovery is possible. Contact Central Florida Behavioral Health Network at cfbhn.org. Central Florida Behavioral Health Network is a managing entity contracted with the Department of Children and Families.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactical. Breaking news in Florida. The Second Amendment sales tax holiday is finally here. This is your chance to save big on all things firearms. Looking for a new rifle, pistol,